quarter for the Lakers.
And they lead it 34-28. Hawks, 22 of their 28 in the paint, only 2 for 10 from 3. Not like them. They're the 3rd best percentage from three-point in the NBA. That'll definitely warm up, starting with Danilo Gallinari in front of his own bench.
Shot from three-point land, but you close out too quick, he goes around it.
He was drafted 2 spots behind this guy right here, Russell Westbrook, back in the 2008 draft. Underneath THT, strong to the hole and scores.
Nice.
2020. That would mean a lottery pick. A good ball fake that time by Reeves. That results in a bucket. Like you said, learning, knowing. Russ, trailer! Russ to the trailer! LeBron!
Rate of speed.
That was a big ring coming down the middle. LeBron James with the finish. Give the assist to Russ, which means he now has 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Doesn't have a point yet. That's just a little jump to the left, and Herter scores. He couldn't get it. That's a good one. And THT lays it in on the break. Boy, that was lightning going on at the other end.
Ball to the Lakers.
42-34. Nice high scoring for the Lakers so far. And Monk settles it in. Tell you what, in Atlanta, they played well the other night against Sacramento. Their 5th best defensive game of the year. Monk! Drain it! Yes, sir! Monk!
Is he going to miss?
Westbrook now in the attacking 47. Lakers on a 13-3 run. They had a 13-0 run also in the first. Malik cannot miss. Can't miss.
He might not miss tonight.
That's what Monk with 15 points. Bradley, 13 points. Reeves finds Dwight, bounces now to Russ. Russ has been everywhere, but hasn't scored.
Well, the ball is popping, though. Everybody's touching it.
Russ, finally! That's exactly what he said. Fun.
And he had a triple-double in the first half.
Against the Lakers. We remember it well, sitting in row number 1. 53-34. You said it, Stu, about as good as they can play right now. That's going to count. If you're going to wrap him up, make sure that he doesn't shoot it. 3-point opportunity for Capella.
Yeah, you just make sure you grab the arm.
1 season in Houston. Russ's 1 season in Houston. Trae Young got to get it in. Just beat the count into the corner. Now they go baseline. Back to Bogdanovich. He's open, and he hits it. Integral part of what the Lakers have been doing. So he's going to have to exit. THT will come in for him while we have a moment. Here's a word from Morongo.
David Spade, live, genuine.
Trae with the single-digit points right now. He is tied with the great Dominique Wilkins for the longest streak of 25-point games in Atlanta history. 16 in a row right now for Trae. And, of course, Meek had that during his highlight career.
Had a foul on John Collins as Trevor Ariza was setting the screen, then tried to release. He got held up.
Collins, who missed the last 5 being in protocol, so he is just back after missing a couple of weeks. So a little bit maybe to get into his rhythm. LeBron, you know what kind of rhythm he has been in. Trying to hit a 3. And they're wrestling underneath, and Capella takes it away from Dwight Howard. Trae Young, look at him. He wants to get to the rim, gets fouled. Trae Young, who was the first player this season to make 15 free throws without a miss in a game, has already missed one here tonight. He'll go to the line to shoot numbers 3 and 4 for him individually.
Stanley Johnson will be coming back into the ball game as Trae Young goes to the line to shoot a pair.
This is the first of 2 meetings between these 2 teams. We will see them again. The very last game of the Grammy trip. We mentioned it as the Grammy trip, but the Grammys have been postponed from this building. But it's still that long road trip, the longest of the year, and Atlanta will be the final game of it.
Is that at the end of this month?
It's the end of this month. In fact, Stu, after this 5-game homestand, Lakers will play 8 of their next 10 on the road after the Sunday game against Memphis. Lots of road games and against pretty good competition. I'll tell you that in a second. Here is Malik Monk.
You mentioned Memphis on Sunday. That means they have to see Ja Morant again.
Yeah, in his MVP candidacy.
Stanley Johnson caught the pass and put his foot back to push off. he put his foot out of bounds.
You know,
happens
yeah.
at least once or twice a game.
You know, 15 of the 20 Laker wins this year have been against teams below 500 as they'll lob and jam it with Capella. So they're winning against the teams at the bottom, but 7 out of the next 10 games will be against teams above 500.
Again, Trey, now, there are only about 14 teams or so back there.
Right.
So
that's why you played them that many times.
Yeah, you played them quite a bit.
Yeah, I went to a lot of those games, and my father had season tickets for the family. And, of course, Jimmy Mack, I said he was my guy. That's what I wore, number 5, because of him in my illustrious high school career, Stu.
And big possession here. Big possession here. The Hawks have gained a little bit of mo.
Collins, hands off now to Bogdanovich. You're right, it's 56-44. 4.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Illegal defense.
Yeah, they caught Stanley Johnson in the paint. He was supposedly guarding Clint Capella, but he was not within a touching distance.
Well, the Lakers have had a 13-0 run in each quarter. Currently a 10-3 Atlanta run.
And they're going to add to that with this free throw and possession.
Trae Young, a 90% free throw shooter, and he averages just under what LeBron is averaging, and LeBron would be second and KD would be first, and Trae would be right behind them both. He's been their leading scorer 23 times and led in assists all but 5 games, and he's going to start warming up. You know he's